Hello everyone, welcome to the next installment of Am I the Asshole? If you like listening to Reddit stories, it would greatly support the channel if you could like or subscribe. Now, let's dive into our first story. Am I the asshole for telling a group of women to leave my son's hospital room so I could dress him in private? My 9-year-old son Lauren had his appendix removed this morning. He had a basic understanding of the surgery, but the only hang-up he had was having to wear nothing but a hospital gown. No socks or underwear. When we got to the hospital room to get him prepped, he told his mom/my ex and her sister, his aunt, to turn or to leave when he had to undress. Obviously, he was fine with my being there and needed help. After the surgery, me, my ex, her sister, her 13-year-old niece, and my 18-year-old son were in the recovery room. We were waiting for Lauren to sober up and get discharged. He started to come to and whispered to me that he wanted to put clothes on because he wasn't comfortable wearing nothing but a gown in front of 3 girls. At that same time, a female nurse came in to get his vitals and was talking to my ex. I asked if they could all step outside so I could help Lauren get dressed. They looked bewildered at my request. The nurse then said she'd help me dress him because my son was still a bit weak. I said no thanks. My teen son will help out. She asked if I was serious by asking her to leave over this, and I said yes. My son doesn't feel comfortable getting dressed in front of 4 females. The nurse said she's been a nurse for years and has heard of anything crass. I said you're comfortable. My son isn't, and you're being insensitive is what's crass and clueless. My said I was being dramatic. They left, and me and my other son got him dressed. My ex called me and said that I owe her and everyone else an apology. I refused. I said if the roles were reversed, then you'd have a very different opinion. Also, Lauren has to take a bath for the next few days, and she was crazy if she was expecting Lauren to let her wash him or even be in the bathroom with him. It's different with me or his brother or friends, and I don't have to convince her for me to be right. Not the asshole. Children, too, have the right to respect for their modesty from an early age. What's more, 9 is an age when children definitely don't feel like changing in front of a bunch of spectators. This nurse was very unprofessional. As a healthcare professional, she had to be made aware of the need to respect patients' modesty. This child was not alone. You were there to help him, so her presence was not necessary. Thank goodness you were there to be your son's voice. I really don't understand the reaction of those in the room. If I'd been there, I'd have been uncomfortable violating the privacy of a 9-year-old child, and I'd have immediately left. Your request was perfectly reasonable, and your son's privacy is very important. Continue to protect him. And if she were so concerned that a medical professional needed to be there to assist, she could have gotten a male nurse to step in. This would have been automatically suggested if it was a little girl and a male nurse. That nurse was 100% out of line, and I'd personally say something to the facility about her unprofessional attitude. She needs to learn some empathy for her patients, regardless of their age. Your son was very clear in what made him comfortable, and there was no reason for her to question you as his parent and make that snotty comment. I'm just baffled that your ex and all the other females in that room thought it was appropriate them to stay in a place where a 9-year-old boy was dressing. He deserves the same respect for his privacy as any adult, and damn Skippy, they'd be shooing any males out if he was a girl. I'm a mom to 2 sons, and it's boy mom 101 at that age that they want their dads another male if they need help. The whole bunch of them should be ashamed of themselves. I hope your son is healing well and not the asshole. Not the asshole. Your son has every right to have people respecting his wishes. Your ex, the aunt, the RN, and anyone else that has a problem with this are clueless. You are 100% correct. If it were a mother asking the father, uncle to leave the room for a female child, they'd fully expect you to get off your duff and get the hell out of the room ASAP without asking any questions. As a parent of a 10-year-old, I respect my child's request for me to not be in the room when they shower. If they need me, they can yell for me. It's a small sign of respect that everyone deserves. Well, that's another episode of Am I the Asshole in the books. I really appreciate all of you who made it this far into the video. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, it would really help the channel out a lot if you gave the video a thumbs up, subscribe, or leave a comment down below. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.